In this video, we're going to graph a scattergram using the TI-83 or 84 calculator. We'll begin with the average ticket price for a Super Bowl example. So here we have the Super Bowl number, and here we have the corresponding average ticket price, and the units are dollars. So we want to see what kind of relationship exists between these two variables. Super Bowl number would be the independent variable, and the average ticket price would be the dependent variable, because the ticket price depends upon which Super Bowl. In the beginning, the cost was low, and as we see, as the Super Bowl number increases, the average ticket price increases. To begin, we go to the Stat button, then we hit Enter for Edit. If we have any data in List 1 or List 2, we can easily clear them out by using the Up arrow key, then pressing the Clear key, then the Enter key. It erases all the data. If we press the Up key and then the left key to go to List 1, press Clear and Enter, and it clears the whole data set. In this class, we will pretty much just stick with using List 1 and List 2. So we enter our data. So you type 1, enter, 5, enter, 10, so on, and so on. Once we're done with List 1, we can use our arrow key and enter the data for the corresponding dependent variables. Now that we have all the data entered in, we want to graph it. Now before we graph our scattergram, we first must make sure that there are no equations in the y equals. Now, the way you check that is you go to the y equals, you click it. If you have any equations here, just press Clear. Once everything is cleared, go to Zoom and look for Zoom Stat, which is number 9. Hit Enter, and here we have our scatter plot. We can see as X gets larger, Y is getting larger, and Y is getting larger at a faster and faster rate. If we press the Trace button, we can see each individual point, its coordinates. So if I hit Trace, the first Super Bowl, number 1, Y was $12. If I use my right arrow key, I can trace the points. And as we can see, the calculator picks the corresponding scale on the x-axis and on the y-axis very quickly. Let's do another example. In this example, we are using Table 8, life expectancies. We're given the raw data, year of birth, and the corresponding life expectancy measured in years. If we let L be the life expectancy for an American born at T years since 1980. Now this is something that we'll do many times in this class, where we take a year and we simply want to count how many years after, let's say, 1980. So in this case, 1980 is going to become T equals 0. 1985 t will equal 5, 1990 t will equal 10. For this example, so t will be our independent variable, L would be our dependent variable. So let's begin. We go to Stat. We're at Edit, so we hit Enter. Clear out the data set. For list 1, our independent, we're going to put 0 for 1980, 5 for 1985, 10 for 1990, 15 for 95, 2000 is 20, and 2006 would be 26. For our dependent variable list 2, we have 73.7, 74.7, so on and so on. So again, we want to look at the relationship between t and L. We double check to make sure there's no equations in our y equals, and there's not. So once we enter the data in, we go to zoom, and then we know zoom stat is number 9, so we could press just number 9. So then we have the scattergram graphed. Notice the calculator determined the scale for the x-axis and the y-axis. Again, we can hit trace and follow each of these points, and then a little bit later on we're actually going to come up with lines and curves that will actually fit scattergram, and then we'll use that function or that line or that curve for prediction. This concludes this video. Thanks for watching.